a shame. 1, 2, 3, stretch your mouth at the old ball game.
Hello, folks. It's Pex for breakfast here on Sunday after Thanksgiving. Catching up from the weekend. Hopefully, everybody had a great Thanksgiving. No, I did. And then Black Friday was Black Friday. Got some decent card deals, so that was kind of cool. Uh, Randy, how was your Thanksgiving? How you doing today?
All right, Thanksgiving was fantastic. I ate way more than I should, but that's what that day is about: football, food. That's what it's about. Being
Absolutely.
thankful's in there somewhere.
Well, I yes, being thankful. That's the namesake of the holiday, I think. So this week we've got 2022 baseball. So we're going back to the modern era to look at some of these cards and maybe put it up against our 1992 team from last week just to see what kind of comparisons we can make, if any. I'm not sure how that'll go. What I do know is that I have a nice apple fritter here, and you were saying it does not look much like a donut. I disagree. I'm looking at it and I want to eat it currently as we speak. Should be delicious.
It might, but the initial angle made it look like there was something else on your plate.
Well, uh,
So it's like I was questioning what you had there.
well, regardless, you can be jealous later on when you see little bits and pieces of it gone. So, 2022, we'll start off by talking a little bit about that. That was the it was the season where they did the lockout before the beginning of the season. They ended the lockout, had a shortened spring training, and then started the season a few days late. Didn't really affect much, but it did bring in the use of the universal designated hitter, which I was not a fan of. I really enjoy when the pitchers had to hit because it added a little more, strategy to the game. Everybody has their decision point on that. Yeah, it brings more offense, but I don't know. I like the old way.
Actually, I was always, even when I was young. I mean, I grew up a National League fan because, of course, I grew up watching the Cubs and whatnot. But I always hated watching pitchers hit. I just felt like it was a waste of an at bat unless you had, Mike Hampton up there or Greg Maddux or somebody that could at least handle the bat competently. But for the most part, other than maybe Bartolo Colon's home run, usually pitchers don't give you very magical moments at the plate.
Madison Bumgarner was always kind of a fun one to watch, but he would also hit home
Yeah,
runs.
and if it wasn't Madison Bumgarner, I would, but I was never a fan of him.
Obviously, based off the front of this pack, Shohei Otani was starting to be big time here, and clearly he's a two-way player. Plays for the Dodgers now. He was an Angel then, but one of the more interesting players in the league at this point.
He's still one of the most interesting players in the league.
So I guess we'll jump on in and start opening some of these packs. I haven't opened. I don't think I opened any 2022 packs, but we'll have to get your brain ready for 2022. Let's see if we can find some. Ooh, starting out with a Rocky. I gotta fix my lighting here. We gotta get this. We gotta get it so I can actually see these cards. Focus camera. We go through this every week. Here we go. All right, Ryan McMahon to start things off.
Overrated.
Overrated beat.
I know Rockies fans. It's like I know Rockies fans like him, but I'm not. It's like I've never been a Ryan McMahon fan. I've always thought that he should be. We should have given up on him years ago. He's fine for what he does, but we should have a better guy. He's achieved his maximum ability at around 20 to 25 home runs a year and being an okay fielder.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan myself. Double bath. All right. Well, that's a waste. Somebody's getting somebody's getting a Gatorade bath. That's cool.
It looks like they're just getting the ice out of the Gatorade buckets. That's all they're really going to get.
Wins leaders, you got Urias, who's out of the league. You got Wainwright, solid pitcher, pretty much his whole career. And then Walker Buehler, who was kind of the number one there for a while. Wow, this pack is giving me nothing to work with here. I've gotten 3 cards.
Heavy Marlins, one of the worst teams in the league.
3 cards in a row that are not for what our show is. All right. Well, Jacob DeGrom.
See, he's somebody that's tough for me to figure. This is a guy that should have been an amazing pitcher, and when he's in there, he is. But he's hurt so much.
And he was his strikeout total. I remember reading something that he was the fastest pitcher to get to like 200 or some amount of strikeouts. Can't remember off the top of my head, but
and when he's pitching, he's amazing when he's in there. But
he's gonna go on the.
It's like that.
He's gonna go on the pitcher spot for now.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like if he's healthy, he is dynamite. But it's just keeping him healthy. We'll definitely need a backup.
Hanser Alberto, don't know much about him. Third baseman. Chris Flexen, Seattle Mariners. Alex Bregman for the Astros. Now, what's your stance on the Astros, Randy?
My stance on the Astros was, every team has had that moment where they try to push it. They found a way to kind of, bang some trash cans and use cameras in the outfield and things like that. But I was never super opposed to it because stealing signs has been a big deal it's been a thing for a long time. They just used technology and kind of pushed a little further. I think that their punishment, the funny thing is their punishment, it's like was washed away because of COVID. The fans weren't allowed to boo them in the stands for that minuscule 60-game season that they had after they won that World Series. But for me, it never bothered me that much.
Yeah, see, I don't know, I felt like around this time there was so much going on with like the pitching, the Stickum stuff. The Astros were cheating blatantly, and it just wasn't a good look for baseball. That might go back to the purist part of me, which is funny because everybody will say, well, if you're a purist, then people have been stealing signs forever. Yeah, but they went a little over the top with it. That's like...
Well, but ask yourself this. If in the 1920s and 30s and 40s, they would have had the kind of technology that we had now, you don't think that those teams would have tried something with cameras? And it's just they've never had that kind of technology to zoom in from that far away. I'll tell you, I'm surprised that nobody's tried to stick a little, little micro spy camera, like right in front of basically home plate at your home stadium so you could just steal the signs that close. Because how hard would it be to find that buried in the grass, just having it peek out from the ground? And it's a little micro camera that would be almost impossible to see with the naked eye.
Well, let's not give them ideas, Randy.
I'm just saying, there's some things that could happen. Bregman's actually not a bad player, though. 272, 191 home runs. Currently, he still has some time to go.
All right, I wasn't gonna put him up there, but Vladdy Jr., good player. He's a
Yeah. I mean, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I think, is also a guy that could go up on the.
He's a little bit young.
His dad was real good too.
Well, yes, I actually have a signed baseball from Vlad Senior, and he's one of my favorites. He was a swinging. I'm gonna hit a home run or I'm gonna strike out.
Yeah. As a first baseman, though, right now, I mean, he's got 160 home runs right now, 288 batting average.
He can go.
I mean,
he can go down in the DH. Then we got Ha-Sung Kim, shortstop. Bruce Zimmerman, pitcher, Orioles. Zach Eflin for the Phillies. This was also when we were coming out of COVID, so I think this season was still a little bit different.
like, what a great name, Zach Pop.
Zach Pop. Drew Smiley. Another good name, Smiley.
Drew Smiley. I think he's pretty good too, but
Yeah.
Zach Pop is, he's 6-3 in his career right now with 106 strikeouts. He's only been in the league a few seasons.
And then we've got, with the modern sets, we're going to find inserts in here. This is a 87 tops reprint Clayton Kershaw. I think, who do you put in the pitcher spot now? Would you go DeGrom or would you go Kershaw?
I can't stand Kershaw. I really can't. I understand his greatness. I really do. And if I wanted to win the game, but not a postseason game, if I just wanted to win a regular season, I'd put Kershaw in. I think he struggles in the postseason a little too much. He's had some good games, but he does struggle a little bit.
And then, all right, starting off, we get stars of the MLB. That didn't take long to get a Shohei.
No, there's a Shohei in every pack.
So where are you putting Shohei? Because obviously he's going to go on our team.
Yes. I want to protect him a little bit from injury, but I want him in the field. But I don't want him necessarily pitching. I'd probably put him in right.
Okay, we could put him up there
because I want him in the field. It's like I don't want him to just be a hitter. I think he's got a good glove. He's also a very good pitcher, but we'll keep DeGrom up there. Even though Otani's actually just a really good pitcher too.
This is kind of difficult in comparison to like the 92 season because we're not removed enough from it to where we can't say, man, starting out with another team card. Yay.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It's like with our 92 team, you can go and look at the entirety of their career. You can see how many World Series they won. You can see how many, home runs they hit, what their complete career was. Because nobody that started in 92 is still playing baseball. They would have had to have played for 30 seasons to be in there at this point. But a lot of these guys have a long way to go. And some of them that were sitting there going, I don't know about them. They could end up great. Or at least having solid careers.
At least we can build a team and look at it in comparison to the 1992 team built in just see what kind of players we can at least compare to. Enrique Hernandez, that's a cool shot.
It's like he's been playing in the league for quite a while now. He's got a decade under his belt. He has 120. He's not a good batting average guy at 238. But I don't know if he'll even make it to 1,000 hits if he's lucky. He's played for a lot of teams too.
Pavin Smith, don't know that guy.
No, I can't imagine that he's going to be. If you want to look up the name Pavin Smith, though, it's easy because how many people are named Pavin?
It's true.
Right now, he's got 37 home runs in his career.
Michael Brantley.
That's why I say Michael Brantley's pretty good.
Another outfielder for the Astros. Let's see. Danny. Oh.
Hey, all the Astros players, they're getting in there, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they won the World Series in 22. So. Danny Jansen, Blue Jays. Mookie Betts. I don't know. I think Mookie can go out. He can go up in the outfield.
Oh, yeah. He could definitely be our center fielder. Mookie Betts. It's like I don't hate Mookie Betts. Even though he's a Dodger, I do like Mookie Betts. Didn't he start in Pittsburgh, or where did he start?
No, he famously started in Boston.
Boston. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing him in Pittsburgh.
So here's a future stars card. Let's see what Bobby Dalbec has done since.
Let's see what Bobby Dalbec has done in 3 seasons. Because remember, this would be based off of 2021.
Right.
So Bobby Dalbec is a first third baseman. So far, he's batting .222 with 47 home runs and 142 runs batted in. So he's got a long way to go to be considered great.
All right, we got Salvador Perez, catcher for.
Is he a solid catcher?
He's a solid catcher.
I like the name though, Salvador Perez.
Kyle Schwarber, interesting, popular player. He's kind of a journeyman. He's been through a lot of teams. Big bat. One of those guys.
He is a bit. I mean, that's the thing. He is a big batter. I mean, he really is. Salvador Perez is actually a pretty good player too. I mean, so far in his career.
This is one of my least favorite players ever. And
you despise Justin Turner that much, huh?
Oh my gosh, he's a Rockies killer, man. Look, see, he's
these
right.
Days, everybody is a Rockies killer.
He's right in front of. He's on top of Dom Nunez, saying, "I got you, buddy."
Do you realize how old Justin Turner is?
No.
Justin Turner right now is 40.
Oh wow, but he's been around.
He's 40. He played last year with the Blue Jays and the Mariners.
He started with the Orioles in 09. So
yeah, it's like Justin Turner he's a decent batting average, 285. He's almost got 200 home runs. I don't know if he'll play another season or not, but as long as he's not beating up on the Rockies, I mean, if you go to the American League, you won't beat up on us too much.
Dom Nunez, obligatory Rockies catcher. I never understood why the Rockies. I always thought as a fan that it made no sense that they wouldn't go for a mashing catcher. The Gary Sanchez type that would just try and hit home runs all the time.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's like Dom Nunez. Now we've got that. Can't remember what the kid's name is because I don't even think Dom Nunez is with us anywhere anymore. No, in fact, 2022 was his last season. He hasn't played. I can't remember the kid's name that we brought up last year or last season who's supposed to be our future, but he's not a good batter right now.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So here's Bo Jackson. We had him last week.
It's like Bo Jackson was on It was on her. Welcome to the show, Bo.
Yeah, welcome to the show. All right, so that's an interesting one. Just, that's one of those insert cards for the 2022. I'm going to keep these, check them out later. If I get anything real good, it'll go in a top loader. And then we got Rafael Devers and Stars of the MLB. Stars of the MLB, that's an insert that's in all of the cards now. They're all, kind of like the All-Star cards from the 97 Upper Deck that we did. Makes it kind of, Devers, he's probably not going to go up on the.
I don't know. Devers is actually really good. He's a really good hitter.
You know what? He's going to take Bregman's place because I don't like Bregman. So.
It's like, he's got more home runs, I think, than Bregman. 279. I think he's about the same hitter. I've always liked Rafael Devers. It's like he's been one of those players. It's like I've kind of kept an eye on a little bit.
All right, so it looks like we're going to start with the team cards here. We got the Blue Jays with Bo Bichette, Vladdy Jr., Marcus Semien. No focus. And then we've got now not Rocky, Trevor Story. Who
it's funny. So my dad absolutely he can't stand the Rockies ownership, and he thinks that we don't do enough, and he thinks the Rockies are not a good team. But yet he gets mad when players leave us, like Trevor Story and Armando, not Armando. Who am I thinking of?
Nolan,
the third baseman.
Nolan Arenado.
I understand why these guys leave this crappy organization because the Mumfords suck. So it's like I understand when these guys, they want to go somewhere and they want to win. And the Rockies are just not going to provide you with that because they'll never have the pitching and they won't spend on the hitting. And when they do, they get Chris Bryant.
Right. And Trevor, he got hurt. He had injury problems. He went to Boston and had
more injury problems.
Yep. Josh Reddick, always a good player. He was pretty solid. Not like a wall-worthy guy. Man, these cuts are not great. Brett Gardner, Yankee.
Oh, everybody's diving.
I know. Why we got a sideways pack here.
It's like everybody's diving.
Kyle Lewis in a very empty stadium because it's the Mariners.
Yeah, it's like it's too bad. I like Kyle Freeland. I know he's not a legitimate number one or really a number two. If he was on any other team, he'd be their third or fourth starter. But I like Kyle Freeland. He stuck it out with us.
And he had that one season where he was in contention for the Cy Young Award.
Oh, he did. He kept his ERA relatively low one season, and
yeah, it was 2018, and he had 17 wins, 7 losses, and 2.85 ERA.
See, right now his career is 60 and 73 with a 4.46 ERA. He plays for a bad team.
Okay,
and last year he was hurt.
Here's the deal. This is my little speech. So, as a Rockies fan, in the years since 93 when we came in, people have talked so much crap about the Coors Field effect and how home runs are easier to hit, blah, 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 blah. Okay. If that's the case, and the Coors Field argument exists, why does it not exist inversely where if you have a pitcher who has a 2.85 ERA for the season who pitches at Coors Field, why is he not considered one of the best pitchers in the league?
Oh, because they won't give you the credit that way.
They
don't look at it that way. And they should. It's like if you can get a pitcher like last year, I think we had a reliever Peralta that did pretty good. And he kept his ERA very low, not a ton of starts. but he was pitching very well in this, or he didn't have starts. He was a reliever, but he was pitching very well here. And also, what about playing in a pitcher's park where you have a low ER? Should your accomplishment be knocked down a little bit because you play in a pitcher's park that has a giant outfield? To where it's tougher to hit home runs? Should you be knocked back for playing in a park where it's notoriously tough to hit home runs?
Well, and then that makes like Greg Maddux even more of a freak because before Coors Field, Atlanta was the field that had the most home runs. So,
Oh yeah,
so not
yeah.
a he had both things going.
It's like because Turner Field, and I can't remember what the stadium was before Turner Field. It's like they were technically the second highest ballpark in altitude in the MLB.
Let's see. So we got a Sammy Long rookie card. There's another one for you to look up, see where he's at.
What's Sammy doing?
Sammy.
Okay, so that did not help because he's got such a pedestrian name. It's like, okay, so something is not so.
Sammy
I
Long.
have no idea.
Yeah. So obviously he did not. There's one of your cubbies.
No, they don't. They don't even like. You can't even like find this guy. I mean, I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna keep trying to find this guy because I want to know what happened. Maybe he went to jail like that one guy.
Well, in his first season, he had a 5 ERA. So we're gonna go ahead and say he probably didn't do much. Jason
Okay, so
Jason
yeah,
Hayward.
Samuel Long was 6-8, 4.48 ERA. He's still in the league. He's playing with the Royals right now.
Let's see. Corey Seager and Trey Turner. 6 4 stars. That's our insert for this pack. Yeah. And then we finish out with Ronald Acuna Jr., stars of the MLB.
Who is a very good player.
Very good.
I like Ronald Acuna Jr. He's still young too. Kid's only 26.
Yeah, we're gonna put him in left for now.
Yeah, I mean he's
the,
quick on the base pads. I mean he can hit some home runs. So he's got some pop. 289 batting average right now, and he's 26. I mean, just 26 years old, and he's been in the league. Think about it. He's been in the league for 6 years now. So he came in as a kid.
And we got, what do they call him? The polar bear, I think. Pete Alonso, first baseman.
Alonso, I gotta see.
Home run hitter.
He's a first baseman, that Pete Alonso.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, they do call him the polar bear.
Yep, he's a monster home run hitter. He was the home run derby champ there for a while. I think twice, 3 times.
He was the MLB home run leader in 2019, and he was also the Rookie of the Year that year.
Oh, that's kind of a cool one.
Yeah.
You got all the Braves there, RBI leaders.
2000. That would have been the 2021 season, I think, because that's what these cards are going to be based on.
Yeah.
I think that's when the Braves won the World Series.
Oh, you're right.
I think the Braves won the World Series in 21.
I think we could probably put Rio Muto in as our catcher.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's a good catcher.
He's not just a solid catcher; he's a good catcher.
Got Zach Thompson, rookie card for Miami, so probably Wilson Contreras, solid catcher. Ryan Weathers, All right, so this is kind of a cool one. This is Emmanuel Clase, his rookie card, and he was a saves leader in 2022, and looks like in 2021 he had 24 saves, and I think in 2022 he had like 42 saves. So he's going to be in the
How does he spell his name?
CLASE.
No, but I mean like Emmanuel, because he spells his name Emmanuel weird.
So, well, he's going to be our closer because he's. I mean, I don't know if he's still there, but he's he was a monster closer that year.
He has 158 saves. He's playing with the Guardians currently. In fact,
That's who he
he
started with.
played, yeah, he started with the Rangers.
Fairchild
But yeah,
rookie.
he's very good.
Um, Fairchild, I believe, he's still with the Diamondbacks doing his thing. Escobar, Kevin Pillar, Manuel Rivera rookie card for the Royals.
We're still missing our shortstop and our second baseman.
We got a home run challenge card. I actually won one of these home run challenges this year in the 2024 tops, which was kind of cool. And we got Jacob DeGrom. That's a better picture. He's gonna go up.
That is a better picture.
But yeah, I actually won that home run challenge on Fernando Tatis Jr. and I'm still waiting for Tops to send that to me. You get a parallel card for picking the right day for a home run, and they haven't sent that to me. They said it could take up to 15 weeks. I'm like, for a card? Jeez.
For a card? Well, because the one guy they got working on it, he only works 1 day a week.
Right. Whit Merrifield.
He's some old retired guy.
Bo Bichette. Obviously the kid of Dante, who was here in Colorado.
I mean, isn't he a shortstop?
Yes.
I think Bo Bichette goes as our shortstop.
Yeah, for now
I think he was injured this year.
For now he can. I mean,
I don't know if you're going to find too many better shortstops in the MLB right now than Bo.
Zach Lowther. We got Minnesota Meetup, Otani, and Maeda. Oh, that's Kenta Maeda. Garrett Cole, Flexen, and Mats. I remember when Garrett Cole started out with Pittsburgh, and he moved over to the Yankees, and I was like, of course the Yankees.
Of course, the Yankees. That's where they either go there or the Dodgers.
Probably my favorite name for a player, Jake Berger.
It's like, it is a good name.
Rookie card. Rizal Iglesias. Taylor Rogers.
Only problem is Jake Berger is kind of a nothing burger as a player. He's not really.
Not doing it.
He's not 68 career home runs, 250 batting average. I guess he's fine.
Then we got Chisholm Jr., Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray started off, I remember when he started off, he was kind of a middle of the pack pitcher, and then all of a sudden got a little better, where he was pitching pretty darn good. Tommy La Stella, second base. All right, he's going to go up to second for now.
Wait, what's his name?
Tommy La Stella? Brandon Crawford. I hated Brandon Crawford. He was another Rockies killer. Hey, look at that. We got a better card of Bo Bichette.
Look at that. It was like it was meant to be.
I kind of feel like at this point we're just opening cards because I'm not having as much. I don't feel confident in this team. Well, now it would be good. Don't get me wrong, but
Well, I mean, the thing that would really help that team is, it is an Aaron Judge, but Acuna Jr. is a very good player. Of course, Otani is amazing. Our first and third basemen are a little bit to be desired.
come on, card, focus. We go through this every week. Camera. There we go. Nope. Oops. There it is. Finally. All right. Class now. Tyler McGill. Walk off water.
Yeah. thanks for that amazing card.
Dylan Cease. Ray Cole. Got Nicky Lopez. Ryan Zimmerman. Corbin Burns. Okay, so Wander Franco was one of those guys that he was killing it 2021. And I think he gives shortstop a run for their money.
So what is Wander Franco?
Yeah. I'll let you look that up.
It's like Wander Franco is a kid too. He's only 23.
Yeah. He was big time in 2022. That's who everybody was. That was the card, one of the cards to look for. Pops.
I mean, he's batting 282. He's not really got much pop in his bat. He's only batted in 130 runs. He's not really a stolen base guy. He's not really. I mean, he was an all-star in 2023, but it doesn't say like he's ever won a gold glove or not that I think Bo Bichette has won a gold glove, but
Yeah, we got 2 stars of the this pack. We got Clayton and Byron Buxton. All right. That seems inconsistent. They're like, let's give him some inserts, but we're gonna give him the 2 stars in the MLB. Yay.
See, Bo was just a better hitter. He's better hitter, 290, more home runs. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's a 2-time AL hit leader. He's just got way more than. I mean, Wander Franco is still very young, and he can have an amazing career still to come. But he's off to a decent start, though. So, John means business.
Greg Holland, former Rocky.
Yep. There's Nolan.
As a Cardinal. Yay.
Yeah, see, I was always a Nolan Arenado fan. Always. It's like I even have his jersey. But it's his Rockies jersey. But I was always an Arenado fan.
Yeah, I mean, I was too. I think obviously one of the best defensive third basemen maybe ever, you know. I don't know that
Xander.
Yeah, Xander Bogaerts. Rodriguez, got Archie Bradley, who got knocked in the dome by Carlos Gonzalez back in the day. I don't know if you remember that, but Carlos Gonzalez hit Archie Bradley in the face with a line drive, and just the sound of it was horrifying.
I do like that action shot of him trying to throw the ball in. It's like it was a good action shot.
Charlie Morton, he was with the Astros for a while. Gio Urshela, who was supposed to be the next big guy there in New York for a while. Ooh, Shohei on the 87 reprint. That's kind of a cool card.
That is kind of a cool looking card.
If I could get it to focus.
See, and I like the old look of the old cards, and that just proves that it was just that wood grain.
Right. It was
looking.
It was very kind of iconic for Topps, because that wood grain set was, you know what? And then we got Nolan in the in the Stars of the MLB card. Are you picking Devers or are you putting Nolan on third base?
You know, I was a much bigger Nolan Arenado fan. I still am a Nolan Arenado fan. I still root for him. I know he hasn't done nothing in St. Louis, but I'd put him at third over Devers because his glove is way better.
Definitely. So I put Shohei in the top loader because I feel like that's a cool card. 87 reprint. Gonna go right up there with his. I like these packs are kind of easy to open.
Now, is this a box set that you got, or was this just a bunch of packs?
No, it was a box. Topps 2021 on sale at Walmart for $29.98. I don't know if it's still that price, but not a bad deal. Kind of one of their like Black Friday things or Black Friday
Or
week.
just trying to clear out some inventory, it sounds like.
Well,
If
whatever
you're
the
selling the 2022 box set in 2024.
whatever the case may be. Come on, Fulton. There we go. Reed Detmers, Gurriel Brantley, Guerrero Jr. Got Atlanta Braves. Garrett Hampson. Oh, the hamster.
Thing is, where did we end up shipping him off to? Because Hampson hasn't played for us in a few seasons.
Um,
I'm not even sure if he's still playing.
I don't know. He was not my favorite. He was the couldn't hit.
No.
He couldn't hit the ball. I mean, he was a serviceable fielder, but why?
He played with the Royals last year. He has 29 career home runs. No, Garrett Hampson was not good. I just remembered he was a Rocky.
Yes. And Adam Wainwright, solid. Joey Votto, one of the more popular Reds. Good player.
Oh, yeah.
Don Manea. He's pitching.
Is this our first A's player?
I think so. He's on the Mets now. Louis Gill, Luke Weaver. There's Garrett. There's Cole.
There's Garrett Cole.
Like randomly unfocused.
You know why? It hates the Yankees too.
Well, that's possible.
The camera does not like the Yankees either.
Yeah, Brock Holt. See,
Look
I got.
at Brock Holt pending almost clear.
Oh, we got a blue parallel here of our guy Sammy Long. Yay!
Yeah, it's our guy Sammy Long, who's not long for the league at this point.
That's a bummer. There's Mookie's All-Star Stars of the MLB card. Hold on, I gotta get.
Boy, we're gonna fill up that. We're gonna fill up that top thing with the Stars of the MLB cards.
Oh, that's well. I mean, much like '97, we did the same thing with that upper deck.
Yeah, it's like you got the All-Star card in every one of them. So see, they've been doing that for 25 years.
Come on, Willie. Oh, Willie Castro, you could quit. Focus here.
Now I think he ended up being a Rocky.
I'm not sure on that one.
We had a Castro. I just can't remember if it was Willie Castro or if it was. There were two Castros that played for the Tigers. No, we did not get that. We got the other Castro.
All right. We got Brian De La Cruz, the Moose, Mike Moustakas, Marco Gonzalez, Spencer Turnbull, Detroit Tiger, Randy Arozarena. That's a rookie card. He was,
Yeah, I like a Rosarena.
yeah. Mike Minor, Vasquez, Bryce Harper. Good player. I don't know if I'd put him. I don't think he's better than the guys we got up there. Oh, Bryce. Patrick Mazeka. Pedro Severino. Looks like we got a die cut back here. There's another athletic for you, Chad Pinder.
Hey,
And we
hey, they show him
oh,
with the Giants.
we got a die cut, Cal Ripken Jr. There's our third baseman.
Yeah, yeah, it's like he didn't play in that era.
That's pretty.
He could be your shortstop or third baseman in most eras.
That's pretty neat, though. I mean,
That is pretty neat.
it's a cool card, die cut, which
Yeah.
I think that might honestly be the first die cut card I've ever pulled out of a pack.
Are they usually worth anything, or are they just because nobody sells them, they're not worth really much of anything?
I'm not sure. I've never pulled one out of a pack before. So then we got that's our catcher right there. I'm sorry. JT, you're out. That's Yadier Molina, who is probably gonna go. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. He's a
I would say he's probably you got to consider him a Hall of Fame. I think he's won World Series, and I mean Yadier Molina is and he played forever.
he did, and just a good clubhouse guy. He's a vet that was gonna.
Oh yeah, he played his entire career with St. Louis too. Two-time World Series champion, 6 and 11.
We respect
9-time Gold Glover.
Lourdes Gurriel.
It's like he was a 9-time Gold Glover.
Brandon Marsh, Brian Hayes, Stallings.
Key Brian Hayes I was hearing stuff about him, but I don't know if he ever did anything.
Ernie Clement, John Lester, Devin Williams, Vidal Brujan, David Price, good pitcher. Eventually a Dodger, but
Yeah.
we got unfocused Andrew Vaughn, future star.
You know, not as good as Movan. I'm just going to say it.
Jake Cousins, rookie card. Christian Walker, Michael Conforto, Max Kranick, rookie.
That sounds like some kind of a pain to be in. Oh, I got Max Kranick.
And we got another home run challenge card for Tatis, which is one that I did this year. And Joey Gallo for the Yankees.
You might be a star of the game, but you're a Yankee, and you are not a star in my eyes.
Christian Javier, Carson Kelly. See, we're just opening packs because
You got the Cardinals and the Astros, two of your favorite teams
I
back
know,
to back.
right back to back. And that's 4 team cards. Then we got the guy who's out of the league now. Who doesn't see the camera's like he's out of the league. So,
The camera knows it's not going to focus on him.
we got Jose Abreu. It just wants to focus on the back, I guess. Good first baseman. Kyle Hendricks for the Cubbies. Yu Darvish. Been around for a long time.
He's been around. I mean, I remember when he came into the league. It's like he was considered. He was out of Korea, I think. But he's had a very long career. I mean, congrats to him. He's really stayed in the league for a long time.
Oh, we got a relic card. How about that? Mark McGuire, Big Mac, with a cut of a
Oh, now
baseball bat.
what is that thing in the background? What's that?
It's a piece of a baseball bat. How neat is that? That's cool. So Mark
That is
McGuire,
cool.
this relic contained is not from any specific game, event, or season. So they're just saying this is a piece of a bat. I don't know if it's they're saying it's Mark McGuire's bat, but
Here's a piece of a bat, and we're going to put it with a picture of Mark McGuire, but we're not saying it's one of Mark McGuire's bats. We're definitely not saying that it was in anything. It's not like it was part of his 700th career home run or something, which we know he never accomplished. But
well,
there you go. There's a baseball bat with Mark McGuire.
and it's the 87 reprint, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's still a cool looking card, though. I like it.
We got Lucas Gill in the 87 reprint, so that was a couple of 87s. That's neat. And then Buster Posey, another great catcher for the Giants.
He's had a good long career, too.
Yep.
A little bit injury riddled, but still very good, very solid. Not as good as Yadier, but
This has been a pretty good box. I mean, like I said, we're just opening cards here, but it was it's been a pretty cool little box to get some inserts in. Now,
yeah, they definitely filled these things with inserts. Although they also give you a lot of team cards.
now we just need to get an autograph
Of the whole Tampa Bay Devil Rays team.
that would be my luck.
It's like you're gonna put together. You could have an entire set so far of these.
Yep. Athletics.
Yeah.
Daniel Bard. Cool story.
Oh, you are such. That is a terrible closer. Oh,
Hey, he had a cool
Daniel.
He had a cool story.
Yeah, but the thing is about Daniel Bard, though, it's like he blew so many saves, and it's like he's played in the league forever, but I was never a Bard fan when he got here because he's not a reliable closer.
But he had a really cool story. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, as a pitcher, yeah, his story's fine. As a pitcher, I don't want him.
Mitch Keller. Bugger reunion. Hey.
Yeah.
Freddie Galvis. Luke Williams, rookie card.
Show me the Slugger reunion of McGuire and Sosa. I'd be more interested in that.
Not Luke Wilson, Luke Williams. Austin Hedges. There's Yachty.
Hey, Yachty.
Jake Rogers. Look at that mustache. That is a mustache of the ages.
It's a good mustache, but I don't think he's that. He's still considered a prospect and a work in progress. Oh, look at Juan Soto.
Oh. Topps Chrome. Oh, this is like a special. This is a Topps Chrome Stars of the MLB. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh, look at what's behind him. Holy smokes.
Aaron Judge, Stars of the MLB.
Oh, Judge has got to go on there somewhere.
All right, well he's gonna take Acuna's spot. I like Acuna, but if you've got Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani as your outfield.
I mean, see, now that is a scary outfield when you got those two.
Yeah, because they can all play. They're not just
That
mashers.
is so. I'll tell you this right now. Compared to our '92 team, I'll take this outfield any day, all day, over that '92 outfield we have.
The cool part is that was the whole point, was to make some sort of comparison, and I think now we're starting to build enough of a team to where we can
Oh, I know. It's like right now that outfield really does help.
Ah, Mitch Moreland.
You know,
Upside.
that's still when they were the Oakland A's. You know that it's like going to Sacramento. They are not allowed to be called the Sacramento A's.
Right. Roman. Lars Nootbaar. That's a fun name.
It's a good name.
Yeah,
Meat
Nootbaar.
bar.
Sounds like a snack food.
It's like if you had the Newt bar, I'm sure there are some
No,
people out there that have.
no, it's gross, man.
That fell into place perfectly.
It was comedically timed. The universe made it be.
The universe said, "It's like Randy's gonna make a dumb joke. We're gonna continue on with it."
Nick Solak, Will Smith, not that Will Smith.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you don't look like Will Smith.
Alcides Escobar,
So you had a Newt bar and an Escobar.
Trevor Rogers, rookie card for the Marlins. And we got 2021's greatest hits, Kyle Schwarber, Nationals. How about a numbered card? Why can't I get one of those? And then Jose Ramirez, Stars of the M. I do.
He victimized the Detroit Tigers in this last in the what was it? It wasn't the CS. It was the divisional series. But Ramirez really just beat up the poor Tigers. Had some big hits in like games, maybe 5 and 6. I'm thinking, but hit a big home run.
Keegan Aiken. He's aching.
He's aching for a Newt bar.
All right, that's a liftoff. Harrison Bader. He's a Cardinal.
Now, why couldn't that name start with a V, and then that would be such a cool name?
Jesus Luzardo. We got the Judgeinator. I can. Doesn't want to focus on the Yankees.
It doesn't. I mean, we've seen that time and time again. It does not want to focus on the Yankees,
Aaron Judge, obviously.
even though that is a great Yankee.
Max Kepler. Cal Raleigh, rookie. Luis Robert.
Oh, if he's still a White Sox, I feel bad for him last year.
Mike Yastrzemski.
I know who Carl Yastrzemski is.
Alex Krylov. Keston Hiura. Kyle Muller.
No way. No way.
He just got chucked. I'm sorry.
Just chuck that away.
All right, this is some kind of insert. I'm not really sure what. A refractor of some kind.
People have said that if anybody's, they'll watch it and they'll rewind and go, "Who'd they throw away?"
I'll have to look up what
Who
kind
did
of.
they just chuck?
I'll have to look up the parallel to see what this parallel. It's Taiwan Walker, so it's not like.
Yeah, it's not like I don't know what it's supposed to be a parallel of.
Chris Bryant, 2 cards. Both of them got chucked.
That's messed up.
As far as I could. Chris Bryant is a hack. Always has been.
Oh.
And I don't care.
All the Rockies did was give $180 million to a guy that was always hurt, who had one magical season.
No, I don't care if anybody has, Chris Bryant sucks. And I will argue that until I am out of breath, because I was pissed when they brought him here. Everybody was talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with it.
Early on, they're like, "Who's better, Nolan or Chris Bryant?" Chris Bryant was never better than Nolan Arenado at anything.
No. I mean, he does have the one World Series ring, but he had a lot of help from a lot of very good players on that Cubs team.
Riley Adams, rookie. Austin Riley.
Riley Adams and Austin Riley.
Yep. Higashioka. Ronnie Dawson, rookie card.
Is he related to Andre Dawson?
Brady Singer, Juan Soto, Albert Pujols. There he is. Sorry, Pete.
Yeah, it's like you got to put in Albert.
Albert's got to go. He's got to go up to first base.
That's a generational talent there in Albert Pujols.
Former Rocky, Gerardo Parra, been around the league forever. I liked his energy. He had a good run there. Alfaro, Trevor Story.
Alfaro away from being good at this. Hey, Trevor, hey, you're back.
Trevor in the 87.
You notice we get Rockies that are gone.
Byron Buxton, stars of the MLB. And good timing. We're down to our last pack. This has been a fun one to open. I mean, our team is kind of taking shape. I think you'll have something to work with on your update videos.
Oh yeah, because there are some that outfield is scary good.
On Young Kim, Miggy.
You know what? That was Miggy. You know, Miggy is one of the all-time greats too. Triple Crown winner.
Yes.
I mean, but he wasn't great defensively. But boy, he was. He's not good because he played his whole career in Detroit. I don't think he's ever going to get the credit he really deserves. But Miggy is a great player. Only thing is, at the end of his career, he had gotten paid that huge contract by Detroit, and he just wasn't producing. But he did get to his 500 home runs and 3,000 hits.
JD Martinez, he was a good hitter. The Red Sox. Gene Segura, also a good player. Very athletic. Jake Myers. Got Patrick Wisdom, rookie card. Hubbies.
I'm going to use my wisdom and say he hasn't done that much.
We got Eric Hosmer, Padres. Shane McClanahan, future stars for the Rays. John Gray as a Rocky.
See, I did not want them to get rid of John Gray because I thought John Gray had a good mentality to pitch here, and he was just a year or two away from really solidifying our pitching staff. I really liked John Gray. I did not want to see him go, but I think we just let him walk too. We didn't even trade him. Then he went to the Rangers and he won a World Series.
His problem was his head. He just wasn't mentally strong enough at points. Miller, Anthony Rizzo, former Cubby, future Yankee. We got Fernando Tatis Jr. Then a numbered card, 198 out of 299. All right, so we at least got a numbered card. It is an orange prism something or other. I'll have to look it up because I don't know the cool card. Shiny.
It's very shiny. And
I
your camera's not going to want to focus on.
Hey, it got there. Ketel Marte in an orange. I think it's a diamond refractor. I'd have to look it up and see.
Yeah, it's a very cool looking card.
It's under the light. It's so shiny and it's not centered. I mean, not centered.
Ketel Marte is an All MLB First Team Silver Slugger Award, 2-time All Star. He was on the Diamondbacks team that went to the World Series last year or the year before.
I always liked him. He's a very athletic dude. A lot of stolen bases. A lot of triples. He wasn't a stolen base guy. I take that back.
No. He's got a little bit of pop in his bat. Good hitter, 280.
In 2019, he had a 329 batting average. In 2021, he hit 318. So, I mean,
yeah, he can hit. Yeah, Ketel Marte, good. It's a good. And that card is cool looking.
Yeah,
it is a cool looking.
The card is pretty cool.
Now you need Ketel Marte to hit about 357 more home runs, and that could be worth something.
Well, hey,
that could be worth some serious money.
It's a heck of a card to end up on, though. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, all the packs we opened, and you get one of those in the last pack. That's pretty cool.
And Javi Baez was our last card.
Boo.
Boo.
Oh,
yeah, I don't like
Baez. Total bust. Oh, but look at all those. Look at how good that Cubs team was that won that World Series. Because you look at the guys like Rizzo and Bryant and what's his face that we just had up there that I've already tried to forget. It's like, and they had didn't they have Schwarber at that time? I don't know why I cannot remember his name, but it's like that Cubs team in 16 was, or 15 or 16, whenever they won, was really good.
Yeah,
I think it was 16.
Well, looking at this board, Randy, we've got a pretty decent team. Second base is lacking. I don't know why Tommy LaStella is.
Second base is going to be tough.
No, it's not.
Our second baseman would have been.
Patel's going to second base.
Was Ketel a second baseman? Yes, he was.
He was.
That's a better second baseman.
That's a much better second baseman.
Yeah, because our second baseman would have been Biggio. Our shortstop was Cal.
We can put him back
third baseman. Our third baseman.
Okay, looks like we got reconnected. We had a little break in the show there.
Yeah,
so,
all right. The battery's going to be interesting because you got Yadier going up against Santiago, and
it's the end of the show here, Randy. We actually disconnected from but we're back. We're just recapping. Yeah, we did, and we are recapping the team that we had on the wall. It'll be interesting to see where your comparison goes in your videos this week. So hopefully everybody will check those out and see what you have to say about this team versus the 1992 team. And I think for a little bit we're going to stick with the modern sets as far as where we're going to go next. We have, I believe, next week we are going.
That thing hiccuped for a while because it paused.
Yeah, it's my OBS is having a tough time keeping the connection going, so I think we're just going to end it on that. We'll switch over to the credits, and next week we're going to do 2021 NFL Panini Contenders Football. Got that on a Black Friday deal from DA Card World. It was a good price, so I got it. All right, so Randy, thanks for joining. And we will see you guys next week.